debris, you'd think with its very powerful vacuum it would pick up a lot of the paper. It did really good on the carpet, not as good on the wood, hardwood floor. And then when you see the nuts and bolts now coming up soon, it seems they're just a bit too heavy for the brush system to pick up, and the vacuum really can't suck something that heavy up. So it didn't do so great either on the carpet or on the hardwood floor. And then lastly, with the hair and bits of debris that you'll see right here, now you see it, it did great on the carpet, not as good on the hardwood floor. So I mean, overall it did 80 out of 240 points. Again, it doesn't look that great on paper, but remember, it's an extreme case. This is a decent test, and for the full 80 minutes and hope it does everything. Now test number 2, vacuuming debris. You notice here for the paper, it didn't do very good. It picked some up, but not enough to score any points. And it did about the same thing on the hardwood floor versus carpet. When you come here, you'll see coming up soon to the nuts and bolts. These were too heavy for it to pick up. And the reason being that the brush does not sit directly beneath or in line with the dustbin. So it just pushes the debris in front of the opening and expects the vacuum motor to provide enough suction to lift it up. And fortunately, these pieces are too heavy for it to pick up, so it didn't pick any up. And when it came to hair and dirt, it's lighter and easier to pick up, and it did pick some up, but unfortunately the opening for the dustbin is not large enough, and so it easily clogged and it stopped after a certain point, so it couldn't get any points. Overall, it got 0 out of 240 points, so keep in mind, this robot is good for light dusting and light duty cleaning, nothing too. And when it comes to returning to base, it's got the base programmed into the map, so very easy. Now, when it comes to going back to the dock, it's not as sophisticated as some of the other robots. It just kind of has to go blindly, but it does make it back there. So it'll take it a little bit longer than the other robots, but it did okay. 25 out of 35 points. Not a out of 30 points there. Now these next 2 tests, the black carpet and the high pile carpet, it has no problem with either. It gets 30 points for both of them, which is a very good score. And let's move on to dock again. Now number 9, when it comes to seeing black carpet, this robot sees black carpet as a cliff, so it will not clean dark surfaces. It gets minus 10 points for that. And then when we come here to high pile carpet, it can clean on high pile carpet and the brush will not stall, but it has a little bit of trouble getting around, turning, and even near walls is a bit of difficulty. So it got minus 5 for this test. And then finally the labyrinth. Remember, that home base is built into the map it has, so it's very easy for it to do it. 65 out of 70 points. Cleaning accessory. And then finally the labyrinth got minus 20 out of 70. Reason being, it can't navigate and see the walls like a Neato, doesn't follow the wall like a Roomba, and the way it turns and how it sees wall is just not enough to navigate. So overall minus 20 out of 70.